Good morning, good afternoon, and or evening, and welcome back to the Den, and to another Marvel Rivals video. This time, we are reacting to the Season 4... Yes, the Season 4 devlog with Guangguang and Zhiyong. I'm always excited to hear from Guangguang and Zhiyong. They always do a really great job letting us know what's going to be coming in the season, and... well, I'm actually kind of surprised I've managed to avoid spoilers this long. I'm reacting to this on Friday, September the 5th. Now, you guys are going to see this go live, or this reaction go live, on Wednesday, September the 10th, right? That'll be 2 days before this next season launches on Friday the 12th. So you'll get to see my reaction to what's upcoming a couple of days before it goes live, and as of right now, 5:14 p.m. on Friday, September the 5th, I am planning on streaming on the Season 4 launch next week on the 12th. If my vacations... yay, I can talk so well, can't I? If my vacation plans change, I will be sure to let you guys know on the Discord and in a post on the channel, but as of right now, I am planning on streaming on the Season 4 launch. Whatever character we get, though, I will be doing that at Dirty Casual Tries as a standalone video. I did some of the, well, most of them as videos, and I did some of them on stream, and retrospectively, I kind of wished I had done all videos so they were all grouped up together and there weren't some spaced out in streams. So that's why that's going to be its own separate video. Now, a couple of days before this, you are going to see my reaction to, well, essentially Boger's thoughts on the current state of Marvel Rivals, at least prior to the Season 4 devlog going live. Now, in there, Boger did say that he thinks we need more strategists and more vanguards, that we got way too many DPS. I completely agree with Boger on that point, but something I'm going to be particularly interested to be listening out for is if they're going to do anything to Luna and or Loki. Boger had some big problems with Luna and Loki, at least at the upper end of the competitive range. You see him a lot. Loki's apparently always, cloning Luna's ult, which is a really smart play, and basically it gives you 2 Luna ults on the team. But we're going to see if Guangguang and Zhiyong and the rest of the NetEase team working on Marvel Rivals agree with Boger. Now, in my reaction, I did say that evergreen characters are not a bad thing, and I stand by that. Evergreen characters are not a bad thing. Having someone that's always a good pick is not a bad thing. But we're going to have to see if Guangguang and Zhiyong agree with Boger. Does Luna and Loki need some nerfs? Do they need to be brought in line? Are there other characters that, while they're an evergreen character, which is not a bad thing, they're too much of an outlier? Well, let's find out. I'm also pretty excited. I am usually pretty excited to see what they do in terms of team-up changes. Hopefully, we don't lose any team-ups that we currently have, but maybe we get a couple added. Of course, we're going to be getting a new hero, and that's going to be one of the most exciting things for us. But let's get in here with Guangguang and Zhiyong
at the center of the time string
and see what they have to say. Oh, the usual format for these is I'm going to let them go through a section, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts after that section ends. Try to basically keep things a bit more timely.
Hello everyone.
What's up, Guangguang?
Here. It's great to be back with you all.
That sounds a little soft. Sorry, I just want to make him a little louder.
After 3 epic seasons, the storm at the center of the time string entanglement has finally swept to the ancient east.
Ooh.
The capital cities of heaven, led by Kunlun, can no longer hide away in their pocket dimensions. The shifting currents of time have drawn these realms together, forming the heart of heaven. The immortal dragon, Shoulao, lies frozen in time.
Shoulao. Okay. I've always said Shaolao. Don't make fun of me.
Deep in slumber, creating the perfect
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a whip! And those are horns! Are we? Is that Daredevil? Oh, I'm sorry, Guangguang. I just saw that in the back, and oh my gosh. Oh, I hope we're getting Daredevil. Oh my god, I hope we're getting Daredevil.
The perfect opportunity for Doctor Doom to execute.
Sorry, let's back up.
Deep in slumber, creating the perfect opportunity for Doctor Doom to execute his sinister plans. The heart of heaven's convergence also allows us to finally bring together story threads we've been weaving since season 0, such as the mystery of the baby Iron Fist adopted.
Okay. Spear. I'm not sure who this is. At least from this artwork and this design, I am not recognizing this character at this very moment. Of course, there's a ton of characters in Marvel, so I don't know, it may be like a Jeff the Land Shark or a Luna Snow. It may be a character that's been around for a while and they've just kind of flown under my radar. Yeah, but from this artwork, from this movement... It's a horn! It's a horn!
Such as
Oh my god, that has to be Daredevil! That has to be I'm sorry. But yes, I'm not exactly sure who that character is. That could be like a rendition of Valkyrie, maybe?
0, such as
Oh, that had to be
mystery
Daredevil.
of the baby Iron Fist adopted, who has attracted her sister, the Hand of Heaven, once Asgard's assassin, Angela.
Angela, Asgard's assassin. I think this might be a character that's flown under my radar, chat. I'm not, at least off the top of my head, without like stopping to look her up. In this moment, I am not recalling Angela.
Also, we unveiled that the ruler of the 8th
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh, yes! Sorry, but it's Daredevil! Oh my god, it's Daredevil! Yes, he should have already been in the game. Sorry, I need to rewind a couple seconds here. Sorry.
The ruler of the 8th city, Zhiyong, is none other than Daredevil, who sacrificed everything in a war between gods and demons to cleanse the souls of the lost and give humanity a fighting chance.
Oh my gosh,
With
the art
Angel
style,
set.
bro. Like, do you see this animation going on in the background right now? Like, why do we not have a cartoon? Why are these people not done like a cartoon or an anime or something? Look at this.
Who sacrificed everything in a war between gods and demons to cleanse the souls of the lost and give humanity a fighting chance. With angels and devils locked in conflict, and
Angels and devils. Ah.
Doom's scheme brewing in the shadows, the fate of Kunlun rests on its guardians and whether they truly possess the heart of the dragon. For Season 4, we are excited to first introduce
Seriously? Come on, Guangguang. Seriously? I gotta wait half a season? Okay, let's hear about Angela.
our newest hero, Angela, the one-winged angel. As a vanguard and a formidable warrior, she can shape her icons, a type of living fluid, into various weapons, wielding them with
that's cool.
unparalleled skill. Angela can take the fight to the skies, transforming her icons into a razor-sharp spear, diving into enemy lines, and opening up opportunities for her team. In times of danger, she can morph her weapon into a shield to block incoming damage. And when the moment is right, She descends from above, transforming her spear into dual axes to crush foes and protect her allies. This update
That actually sounds pretty dang cool.
introduces an all-new team-up ability, removes one, and welcomes new members to 2 existing team-ups. Zhiyong will provide a detailed breakdown shortly. Our new Convergence mode map, Heart of Heaven, launches on September 25th. Get ready for a whole new battleground.
Convergence. Like, why, YouTube? Why? Why have you gotten so shitty with ads, YouTube?
Get ready for a whole new battleground.
Sorry, Guangguang. Okay, so we're getting a new mode. That's awesome. We're also going to be getting some new maps. Angela, the one-winged angel. But Angela being able to, like, transform her weapons into other weapons. I wonder if that's going to give us, like, any kind of alternate attack. Say, like, we go axes over spear. You know, is that going to give us any kind of different attack ranges or different kinds of attacks? Kind of like when we swap between cloak and dagger and cloak and dagger, or when we go diamond mode on Emma, how she gets different attacks. I wonder if we're going to get anything like that with her. Now, of course, her skills, her abilities could be like, oh, you use this ability, she pulls out the axes. This ability pulls out a sword. This ability pulls out a shield. This ability pulls out a spear, right? It could be something like that, which just from a kind of simplicity point or a simplicity stance in terms of like the programming, I would imagine that the weapons are probably linked to the attacks, but I still wonder if we can change them up and then like I can use the spear as a melee weapon as opposed to the axes. That'd be pretty cool. Kind of give us a little bit of flexibility, right? Kind of give us, a little bit of flexibility with our range of attack. I am really unhappy that Daredevil is not coming first. I am really happy that we're getting another Vanguard, though. I think this will even up the Vanguards with the Strategists, or now they have 2 more instead of 1 more. But we needed more duelists, or not duelists. We needed more Strategists and Vanguards to balance out with the duelists, right? We need more of them. So I'm really happy to see the first character we're getting is another Vanguard. I don't see Daredevil being a strategist. So who knows? Maybe we're getting. Last season, we got 2 DPS, right? We got a whole season, 2 halves, with 2 DPS characters. Maybe we're getting 2 Vanguard characters. They haven't really talked about Daredevil just yet. They probably won't give too many details about Daredevil until we're getting closer to mid-season. But who knows? Maybe we're getting a double Vanguard season this season. Maybe season 5 will be double strategists. If they do that, that'll be kind of cool to just to balance out the number of characters, to balance out the rosters. But not a lot of people were really happy with like a double duelist season, so I don't see, like, even though we need more Vanguards and even though we need more strategists, I don't see people. At first I see them being happy with, oh hey, we're getting 2 Vanguards, but then later on in the first half and the second half of the season, I think we're gonna see the same problems of things kind of being a little bit stale. You know, last season we got 2 damage. It could end up being something like that. I think delivering multiple roles each season is going to be the best thing forward, but I mean, who knows? I could see Daredevil being a duelist or a Vanguard. I'm hoping he's a Vanguard because boy, can that guy take a beating. He knows how to take some punishment. But let's see what this new arcade mode hub is about.
Season 4 is also bringing a major update to arcade mode. Fan favorites like Clone Rumble and Giant-Size Brain Blast are coming back and will be permanent. We are also introducing Free Fight, a mode with no restrictions on duplicate heroes, and a Conquest, Annihilation mode where you rack up points while chaos. Conquest, Doom Match, Conquest, Annihilation, Free Fight, Giant-Size Brain Blast, and Clone Rumble will all be accessible from a single arcade mode hub. You can queue for one mode or several at once, making it easier than ever to jump in and play how you want.
Okay, bringing back all the limited time modes and having them be, well, not all the limited time modes, but having some of the ones that aren't like seasonal specific limited time modes like Clone Rumble come back. Doom Match has been around for a while, but the fact that they're putting this all-in-one hub so you can still access those modes is a really awesome thing. One of my biggest disappointment, well, actually the biggest disappointment I had with Clone Rumble is that it didn't stick around. I've been wanting these limited time modes, especially some of the more fun ones like Doom Match and Clone Rumble, to stick around. Yeah, it's really nice to have the "oh, you should have been there" moments, but this is a mode that ain't gonna go out of style like Clone Rumble, and then getting to say maybe do 6 of the new character, or hey, maybe both of the new characters get picked in a match of Clone Rumble, so you can only play the new characters. It's a really great way to have some different kind of fun with the game and still get to play with your heroes and still kind of get to see what they're strong and weak at, still kind of get to work on your mastery of them. But they're just such fun limited modes, right? Can't say I'm going to miss the soccer one personally. Those challenges were annoying, but it's good to see Clone Rumble and then all the limited time modes kind of like come back and get their own hub. That's really awesome. Summer Special Volume 2!
The highly anticipated Summer Special Volume 2 lands on September 18th, bringing fresh summer costumes.
Hey! Hey, I like that's Frank. That's the Punisher. My bad, I was going to say Wolverine. Sorry, Frank, but now I see all the skulls. Oh! I like how she's got it's like a 4 cutout. Of course, you know, some people are going to be happy because you can see her boobs right there, but that's just a really cool way to do the Fantastic Four symbol, right? It's just like a kind of an alternative way to do it. And yeah, I'm kind of noticing that they really try to make Frank look hairy. Like I'm looking at all the slashes and scratches that are supposed to symbolize hair. They really try to make him look super hairy, don't they?
And cosmetics to help you.
Human Torch. Oh, he's got a little Jeff plushie on his hip. Oh, I like it. He's got like a Hawaiian shirt with flames on it, and he's got flames on his swim trunks. That's cool. We've already gotten one for the Fang, but still looks cool. We might get another one, right? Kind of like a Hawaiian shirt thing. And Mantis. I like it. At least I think that's supposed to be Mantis, because the little antlers right here. I would imagine her eyes might look a bit different, but yeah, that looks pretty good for Mantis. It's like really simple yet elegant, really matches the Cosmic Diva.
Be the hit in style. Custom Ultimate Ability VFX have been a hit with players, and we've seen lots of discussion about making these effects visible to everyone. So, starting from Season 4, Custom Ultimate Ability VFX will be visible to all players. Of course, we're adding an option to let you hide other players' custom effects, so you prefer.
It's really cool they're making them visible to everyone. I like how it is a toggle though. You can toggle it off if you want. That's really awesome because if you have, say, an older PC or a PC that's not quite as powerful as other people's, and seeing all those effects go off at once would kind of just like drain your FPS and give you a worse play experience. It's really cool to see them take that into consideration and to give you the option to toggle it off. I'm gonna try it on at first. I'm interested to see some of these. I'm interested to see what it's like, but if it makes too much visual clutter on the screen or on the battlefield, I'm gonna end up turning them off. But that's really cool. That's really cool, and looks like we got some great costume concepts as well.
We are rolling out a new batch of adorable accessories for Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Cloak and Dagger, and Luna Snow.
Okay, so this is like a green Scarlet Witch. This is Quicksilver, right? Now I get it. This is Quicksilver. This is going to be for Magneto, which, hey, maybe that means we're getting a Quicksilver in game at some point. That'd be cool. We got a a dagger and a cloak. We got a Luna, so this would have to be Scarlet. Well, I'm gonna guess that's Luna, right? It's like an ice fox, nine-tailed ice fox. And I'm gonna have to guess that this is gonna be for the Scarlet Witch. Or maybe this is for Scarlet Witch and this one's for Magneto. But yeah.
This will be available after the September 25th update.
New features.
With our hero roster growing, we're adding a favorite bar. Now you can pin your most played heroes and quickly find them during hero select.
Ah.
The hand of heaven is here. Show some respect.
We've also heard how much you love slow working for the superhero aura farming, so we are bringing hero slow work support to PC. During Season 4, we're also introducing a gallery card download feature.
What?
Players can now save high-definition resources to their devices by selecting Inspect on a card's page.
Oh, that's awesome.
To help you better express yourself, starting September 18th, you'll be able to customize your chat text color and add animated emojis.
That's cool. Okay, so a lot of quality of life features there. The slow walk thing. I can't think of one time I've tried slow walking, but I can see why people would definitely want it, right? Be able to really admire a skin. Maybe for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, but yeah, you know, and it's just a nice, you know, little preference thing you can have in there. Being able to change the color of text chat is really cool. Being able to download high-res images or high-res images at the very least.
You'll be able to customize your chat text color in Inspect.
But yeah, being able to download like a higher res image of something, that's going to be really cool, especially with all the different cards that we have, all the different, you know, like gallery cards for like the comic pages. That's going to be really cool. There is a way that you can go ahead and get pictures for it. One, basically just got to take a screenshot or something when you're on like the zoomed in part of a comic page. But even then, you still have to blow it up yourself, and that can create some distortions, or it can make things look not as good as if we can just download something, right? So that's really cool that we can save those as images. That's really awesome. It's cool that we can modify text chat and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know, quality of life stuff seems like a good thing, right? I don't see any like negative, and I see only a value add with all those.
Our costume trial program for university students has proven to be very popular. So for Season 4, we're rotating in a new batch of 10 costumes and MVPs. University students can unlock these perks by verifying their school email address. Please note that existing perks enjoyers will also need to re-verify, so don't miss out.
That's really cool they're doing that
And
for
don't
college
forget,
kids.
The Ignite Series tournament continues in September. Factions from 5 major regions will battle for a spot in the year-end finals. Stay tuned to our website and socials for more updates. Now, I'll hand it over to Zhiyong, who's ready to dive into all the details about team-up ability changes and balance updates for Season 4.
Thank you, Guangguang. I gotta say, I like the haircut, man. And they're putting subtitles in the videos now. Looks like Zhiyong also got a haircut. So let's see what he has to say about balancing changes in team-ups and whatnot.
Hey, Rivals.
What's up, Zhiyong?
Here. Happy to see you all again. Time flies. Season 3 is drawing to a close, and the brand new Season 4 is right around the corner. Guangguang has already unveiled some exciting new content. And now I'm here to walk you through the changes to team-up abilities and balance updates coming in Season 4.0.
I would really like to see classic hero team-ups. Like, I would like to see an Avengers team-up in the game. Probably whenever we get it, because it would require, like, you know, 5 or 6 different people for, like, the team-up. I mean, I guess you wouldn't, because there would be an anchor, but who do you make the anchor at that point, right? I would also like to see a full Guardians team up come. Both of those are probably just like reaching fantasies, won't ever happen, but We have the teams in the game. We need, like, team-ups. For fun.
Let's dive into what's new and what's changing with team-up abilities.
Lay it on us, Zhiyong. What's the new team-up? Who's Angela teaming up with? Probably
A
Thor?
brand new team-up arrives, Divine
Or Hela?
Armory. Angela takes center stage as the anchor of this team-up,
Cool.
sharing fragments of her anchors with her brother, Thor. This
Oh yeah, Thor does have his second sister. You know, it's really hard to keep up with that family.
gives him the ability
Not as hard as it is with the Greek pantheon, but still.
to throw a thunder spear that restores Thor force upon hit. Afterward, Thor can leap to the spear's impact point, dealing a second wave of damage to all enemies within range.
That's cool. Gives him some more movement. Movement with an
First,
attack.
Dimensional Shortcut is being banished to Limbo and completely removed from play.
Oh,
Next, Magic joins Arcane Order, gaining a
Okay.
new ability. She can unleash a train of Citarac that links two enemies and slows them. The farther they are apart, the greater the slow effect inflicted during the link.
ooh.
Finally, Gamma Trap welcomes a new member, Black Panther. His
Okay.
vibranium armor now gets a boost from gamma energy. When his HP drops below a certain threshold, he automatically activates a gamma shield to block incoming damage.
Looks like it gives him a little bit of a buff too, from the arrows.
With Season 3 and the first half of Ignite wrapped up, we've collected tons of combat data from all kinds of matches. The addition of Phoenix and Blade, along with changes to team-up abilities, kept the meta evolving during the season. Let's start with our new heroes. As a mobile hit-scan hero, Phoenix
she is
excels
hit-scan.
at both frontline damage and flanking harassment.
Yep.
Combined with the powerful mechanics of her ultimate ability, she can deliver some truly jaw-dropping plays.
If they don't get out of the
Bringing
way
a
first.
unique anti-heal mechanic to the game, Blade is still finding his place. Considering this, we took a cautious approach to his power level, so he needed some team support to shine. We will keep monitoring Blade and look forward to seeing new strategies and camps built around him after his upcoming tweaks.
So a lot of people like to say that Blade is weak or Blade hasn't found his place. Blade is really good if he's got some support and you're not just like diving into a group of enemies, but if you're kind of coming in from a flank, taking them on one at a time, and you've done some damage and then you dash in after activating his E ability that gives him his lifesteal and the extra slashing attacks, he can run through a team. He can, but you gotta make your picks right? You gotta start basically the chain of kills with the right person. And you also have to make sure you're not blocking line of sight to your supports, that you're kind of keeping yourself open and visible to them easily. And combined with his lifesteal, yeah, you can run through an entire team without dying. Now, by himself, he does kind of feel, at times he feels really strong, and at times he feels kind of weak. So maybe that's what they mean by he's still looking to find his place, right? He hasn't settled in a solid position. Phoenix settled into a solid positioning a lot more quickly than Blade did, but in my own personal tier list of duelist heroes, I put Blade in the A tier, because with the lifesteal, the mobility, and how much damage he can put out, I mean, again, you can run through an entire team. He can be a real, well, not even he can be, at a base level, he's a pretty powerful character. Using him to the most effective, though, well, we've had some other DPS people like Spider-Man, Black Panther, Magic, Psylocke that took a little bit of time for people to find their footing with those characters. But I think once people find their footing with Blade, he's, that people are going to love him, right? I already like the character. I already think he's pretty powerful and pretty good. I haven't played a whole lot with him recently, but yeah, I still think he's a good A-tier character, right? At least on my tier list he was. Now, let's see if let's see if Zhiyong tells us any more about how how Blade's having a little bit of issues finding his footing. They did say they're going to keep monitoring him, but I wonder what they're going to be looking at specifically for him.
Now, let's talk about team comps.
Or we're going to comps.
We've seen teams anchored by Emma Frost, Magneto, or Doctor Strange at the front, with Venom, Captain America, and flankers like Human Torch, Psylocke, or Black Panther to charge into the backline of the enemy, launching multi-angled attacks.
Yeah.
Triple Vanguard comes for sustained fights, and Triple Strategies comes centered on Adam Warlock for rest, or Ultron have also emerged.
Centered on Ultron? Who is centering a 3 strategist? Like if you're running your team with 3 strategists, who's basing it around Ultron? Like, yeah, Adam Warlock, the res, he can heal around corners, he can heal people who can't even see, he can give healing over time. He's a really good hit scan, kind of like anti-dive, sniping at their strategist kind of characters. But I need some explanation for this Ultron thing. Zhiyong, let's see if he gives it. They usually don't, but let's see if he says anything more about Ultron.
We are thrilled to see players explore so many different lineups and keep the battlefield fresh. And finally, a quick note on individual hero performance.
Yeah, let's talk about individual hero performance. Who is basing a strategist? Who's basing anything around Ultron?
In lower ranks and quick match, easy to pick up heroes like Squirrel Girl, Iron Man, and Cloak and Dagger have high pick rates and strong performance. Emma Frost, Captain America, Psylocke, Black Panther, Luna Snow, and Loki also stand out as strong picks. In Season 4.0, we will be making tactic balance changes to some of these heroes to encourage more diverse selections.
Do not with Iron Man. He's fine as he is. He does what he's supposed to do. He's not too powerful. And I could even pick out some other DPS characters that can do what he does, only better. But don't mess with him. Sorry about the F word there.
Now, let's talk about our approach to balance in Season 4.0. First up, Vanguards, we've heard your feedback, and we want to give some certain heroes more room to shine.
Okay, how you doing
in this patch, both Penny Parker and Thor will see some improvements to their ultimate abilities, giving them more play-making potential.
I don't care about your commercials, YouTube. Okay, Thor and Penny getting some ultimate power up. That's pretty cool. Penny's outside of laying down some mines and running around and kind of creating some chaos. Her melee attack with her ultimate's not very strong, and you have to get down a lot of the mines, and a lot of the mines have to hit the same person for them to have the same kind of like really great effectiveness. Thor's was really easy to be able to dodge out of the way of when he would go up before he could, bring the hammer down. You want me to bring the hammer down? Or it's put the hammer down. But yeah, it's good to see them get some buffs. Oh. See, YouTube, if you didn't make me mute for your stupid ass commercials.
Giving them more play-making potential. Doctor Strange is also getting an appropriate boost to his offensive power. On the other hand, we are dialing back Emma Frost and Captain America just a bit. Next, let's dive into our duelists.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was a little distracted right there.
Next, power. Doctor Strange is also getting an appropriate boost to his offensive power. On the other hand, we are dialing back Emma Frost and Captain America just a bit.
I don't understand Cap.
Next, let's dive into our duelists. Scarlet Witch, Blade, and Moon Knight are all receiving buffs.
Scarlet Witch needs a buff? How? She's really powerful. I mean, hey, it's going to be really nice for Scarlet Witch players, and I was looking at, after I lured Iron Man, the next DPS I work on a Lord for being Scarlet Witch, so I won't really complain about that. But she is powerful, man. Are we sure we need to buff her? Like, maybe make her ult pop off a little bit quicker. That's about the only thing I could see for a buff, but she is powerful, man. I guess she's going to be even more powerful now. And Blade's getting a little bit of a buff. I didn't think he was weak, but... Well, he wasn't weak, but I won't disagree with the sentiment that it feels like his blade attacks, like when he's swinging the sword and whatnot, he's doing the spin stuff. I can't argue with that feeling a little weak. Like, it feels like it should do more damage than what it does, but...
making them stronger and more competitive.
Moon Knight. I'm not sure why Moon Knight's getting buffs. Moon Knight's always been a pretty powerful character. I'd say he's one of our evergreen DPS characters. Like, he's never a bad choice. Is he the most powerful at that time? Probably not. But Moon Knight ain't weak.
At the same time, we are making a few tactical nerfs. Scarecrow's long-range poke is being turned
That's all she does.
down. Black Panther's survivability is being somewhat reduced.
I'm sorry, PP. I'm sorry, man.
And Psylocke's burst damage is getting a slight adjustment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Our goal here is to bring these heroes in line with the rest of the roster for a more balanced experience.
Okay, look, people, I know that Psylocke can be a bit oppressive to your backline, but that's what she's designed to do. The invisibility, the quick movement, the dashes. She's designed to be kind of like BP and Spider-Man. She's designed to be a terror for the backline. And yes, she can be oppressive, and she can be really oppressive in the right hands, but that shows the strength of the skill expression of the player that... Okay, let's take the opposite side here. If I were to nerf something with Psylocke, what would I personally nerf? Really and truthfully, the only thing that I would see nerfing at all is her little crossbow shotgun. It does more damage the closer you are to an enemy. I would either start it out at a lower base number, but let it grow the same amount, which of course means it won't grow to be as strong as it was because it's starting at a lower base number, right? So if she starts out and then say at like 20 meters away, she's at like 1.0 damage, and then at like 10 meters and 10 to 20 meters away, she's saying doing like 1.5, and then if she's saying like less than 10 meters away, or she's like less than 5 meters away or something like that, she's doing like 2.0 damage, right? If you let it grow the same amount, have the same multiplier as she closes the distance, and you start it out at a lower base number, that means the maximum she can do will also be a lower number. Or I would leave her base damage on her left click attack, on her primary attack in the little crossbow shotgun, I would leave that the same. And then I would just tone back how much it's able to grow, like tone back the damage increase the closer she gets to an enemy. That's really and truthfully the only thing that I would change. I mean, really and truthfully, I think Psylocke's perfectly fine, but I mean, that is just my opinion.
For our strategies, we want to expand your options and bring more diversity to the role. We are enhancing the ultimate abilities of Invisible Woman, Jeff the Rangerock, and Ultron.
How would you buff Jeff's ultimate? Like, have it last longer, or just make it do more damage when you've got people swallowed up? I'm not exactly sure how you buff that. I mean, he swallows people up, and you can spin them off the side. Like, actually, I guess the only thing you could really do would be to tune up the damage and then tune up the healing of any of your allies you got swallowed. Maybe make him a bit more damage resistant in his ult? I don't really know how you buff Jeff's ult. Invisible Woman's ult getting buffed, I won't complain. I don't think it really needed it, but I'm not going to complain about a buff. And then, lastly, Ultron. Ultron needed some buffs. He needed some buffs. He needed some come on up. He needed.
So you will have more powerful plays to work with. Luna Snow's ultimate ability duration will be shortened.
Looks like Luna did need some nerfs. And the reason I say Boger was right is because NetEase agrees with Boger. And Luna needed some tuning back. Tuning back the duration of her ultimate, I think it's a good place to start. You know, if we're going to turn one dial at a time on her ultimate so it doesn't get nerfed into oblivion, I think shortening the duration is a good first place to start. I want to say that Mantis's ultimate didn't last as long as Luna's did. And if this nerf kind of brings that time duration in line with Mantis's, I can't really complain. I can't really complain. Are we going to see Mantis maybe rise up over Luna a little bit? Are we going to kind of see them both remain equally strong choices? Are we going to see Loki copying somebody else's ult more now? Or are we still going to see it Loki copying Luna? Maybe we'll see a lot more Loki copying Mantis now. Who knows? But not a bad place to start. That's actually a really good place to start, shortening the ultimate, so that way if people, you can leave players the agency to switch back and forth as they want. Only now, you can't just pop it as long and just sit in there and just run the board as much as you could. You got to time it better. You got to plan it out a little bit better because it's shorter. If it's going to get nerfed, let's turn one dial at a time so we don't end up doing too much at once, and then it just makes it difficult to figure out what makes it too weak and what was right. But yeah, okay. I'm definitely going to be interested. I'm not going to be reacting to it on stream or in a video, but I am definitely going to be listening to Boger's thoughts. I think I already saw he had a video out. Fortunately, he didn't have any spoilers in the thumbnail or the title. Thank you, Boger. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking out Boger's video on his reaction to these changes, because I definitely want to get his take. See if maybe he's going to be a bit happier now. Maybe so, maybe not. But let's see what's left.
While Loki will see a slight reduction in his sustained damage and healing. Of course, balance is always evolving. Some prominent heroes like Magneto, Phoenix, Cloak and Dagger, etc. aren't seeing changes in this patch, but we will continue to monitor the meta and watch hero performance closely after Season 4.0 goes live. And remember, this isn't the full list of changes.
Of course not.
For all the details, check out our upcoming balance patch notes. We will also be sharing Season 3.5 pick and win rates very soon.
Alright, so they're going to continue to monitor some of the outliers, some of the stronger, more evergreen heroes. I can't disagree with that, right? If people are becoming outliers, yes, they have to be reined in, even if I don't want them to be. You better not fuck with Iron Man. But yes, I think those are going to be all good changes, and I think it's awesome that they're not wanting to adjust too many knobs at once. I really love that. It's actually kind of a trap from some game developers. Oh, hey, this thing is way too powerful, so they turn multiple knobs, and then the character becomes absolute garbage, and it's like, well, we don't really know where to begin in fixing him because we just kind of started turning all the dials on him all at once. I like NetEase's approach. They're turning one dial on like one hero and one dial on another and one dial on another. They're making small adjustments. They're not overreacting. I really like that. I hope they continue to do that. I love how mindful they are of trying not to turn too many knobs at once.
After we released our matchmaking and ranking video, we saw a lot of discussions in the community, especially about the seasonal rank resets and placement matches. So, here's an update. We are already working on implementing placement matches.
Okay.
But it's a complex feature with a lot of moving parts. So we need more time for development and through testing.
Okay.
Placement matches won't be ready for Season 4.
Understandable.
But we are pushing forward as quickly as we can. Please stay tuned to our official channels for the latest news. Ignite the battle.
Another great video from Guangguang and Zhiyong, another great update, and from what I can tell, it seems like it's going to be a pretty interesting season. I am not excited to hear that they are looking at taking some characters like Iron Man, right? I'm a big Iron Man guy. Am I the best Iron Man player in Marvel Rivals? No, I'm not. But I've played mostly Iron Man for my entire time of Marvel Rivals, and I can tell you, he don't really need no changes. He fits in where he should. He's not the most powerful ranged option. Being a constant flyer, a lot of times he's up in the air. He kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, makes an easy target for himself. He's not the fastest mover. He's not the strongest hitter. He's got a projectile on his main attack, so you have to lead the target. And his hit scan unibeam ability, that it does small ticks of damage. It doesn't do large ticks even when he's powered up. It does look like large ticks when you've used your unibeam and then you power up and then use it. To you as an Iron Man player, it looks like a big change. From the opposite side of that unibeam, from the business end of it, it's stronger, but it's not that much stronger. It's not like, oh my gosh, he killed me so quick, kind of strong. No. Iron Man does what he's supposed to do. He spits out ranged damage. That's what he does. He has melee attack just like everybody else. He's up in the air. He's easy to counter. He's easy to target. And even when he's flying in his flight mode, he's not the fastest flyer. He's faster than some. Well, I think out of the constant flyers, I would say he is the fastest in his flight mode. I haven't done any specific testing to see if Ultron's boost thing edges him out any. I know Human Torches don't. But, I mean, he's still not all that hard to hit. Even as the fastest flyer, he's still not all that hard to hit. Like, we don't need to be doing a whole lot of nerfing to Iron Man. He fits in where he's supposed to. I just kind of constantly tickle and annoy the enemy, and then if they're low health, I am a big threat to them, right? I'm a big threat. I can get at them from angles that other people can't. I can power up and finish somebody off pretty darn quick. But if you guys have ever, not been a Lord Iron Man going up against a Lord Luna Snow, tickle is the right word to describe the entirety of the experience from the Iron Man player's perspective. Overall, I think it's good. Overall, I'm happy with it. Overall, it seems like it's going to be a good season. It's going to be a lot of good changes coming up. But I'm concerned about some of the things they said. It's particularly about like nerfing just characters who have been very average. They've been good. You could say that they're good, not great, right? They would fall into that B tier on a tier list, right? If you're going A, B, C, D, or even S, A, B, C, D, like any kind of size of list, they're going to fall into that mid-range. They're going to fall into that average, like as a character, right? They don't have the most options. They don't have the most tools. I mean, I can point out multiple other DPS characters that have way more tools in their kit for survivability or damage than either Squirrel Girl or Iron Man. And when they have limited tools and you're going to start nerfing those tools, it's like, what are you supposed to do with that character? Like, if you nerf Squirrel Girl's poking ability from the back line, what else are you expecting her to do? That's all she does. That is her function. It's like Iron Man. Occasionally I get to fly around and get a cool flank off, knock out, like, get like a quad or a quint kill with an ultimate, but those are not frequent. I don't know. I do like how they're going to be trying to adjust things lightly, not heavily, but still. Some of these characters don't do a whole lot. You can't go nerfing them. Well, I mean, you can go adjusting them and nerfing them a little bit, but I don't know. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about some things. I'm really stoked about other things. We're getting fucking Daredevil. Yes, we're getting Daredevil. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Yes, we're getting Daredevil. It's Daredevil. It's Daredevil. He should have already been in the game. He should have been in the game from moment one. He should have been in the game before some of these other characters that we've gotten since oh my gosh, we're getting Daredevil. Oh, sorry. But yeah, that's all I got for the Marvel Rivals Season 4 devlog. 57 minutes? Okay, I'm gonna try to tune that down and post some. I know that the YouTube commercials kind of created some extra time in there. But apparently when it comes to reacts, I got a lot to say, and I feel like there's a lot to react to. So I do want to say thank you very much for everyone coming out. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think of some of these balancing changes. I want to know what you think of some of these, oh, hey, these people need to be brought in line, or, oh, hey, Squirrel Girl, we're going to be toning her poke ability back. Like, I want to know what you guys think about these changes. Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you excited for Angela? Are you excited for Daredevil? But I'm really interested to hear what you guys think of these hero changes. Not necessarily from the team-ups. The team-ups kind of rotate in and out. We'll have to see how they play out. Some may be overpowered, some maybe not. But these hero changes, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, I want to hear from you guys. Do you agree with Bogert? Did Luna need a nerf, or was Luna fine as she was? Was she an outlier, or was she a perfectly okay evergreen character? I still think she's going to be an evergreen character, even though they're shortening the length of her ultimate, which is not a bad thing. We need evergreen characters. But, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of those changes. Other than that, I'm got to get some stuff ready for Marvel Rivals here in about an hour and a half. And, well, I look forward to you guys looking forward to this video. And I'm sorry for 2 long reacts in a row, but apparently when it comes to Marvel Rivals, I got a lot to say, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Hopefully it was all worthwhile. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully I had some good thoughts and impressions or suggestions. Let me know in those comment sections down below. And now I'm starting to ramble. But most importantly, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.